November 2nd, 1906. Marm agreed. I'm bouncing a little. Marm agreed that the first weeks of my pay should go towards improving my wardrobe, so I went to Macy's and bought 3 shirtwaists, a mint green, a pale yellow, and a peach, and 2 brown tweed skirts, which are far more professional than my school skirts. I used the last of my pennies to surprise Marm with a sliver of her favorite cheesecake from Rosario's bakery. As I was leaving, I glimpsed a familiar face at one of the tables, sitting alone in the front of the giant chocolate bonbon. For a moment, I couldn't place her. And then, of course, it struck me. It was Josephine from school. School has been so far from my thoughts, but upon seeing Jo, it came rushing back to me. The easy company of the girls, the undemanding work, my unhappiness there. Wiping the sticky smear from her lips, Jo asked what had happened to me. It seems that Mrs. Browning pretends I never existed, and the girls were talking of coming to my apartment to search for me. Jo asked if I was sick. I think they were afraid I might have died. I told her about Marm's argument with Mrs. Browning and my new job, and she asked me to help finish off her forbidden delight. She wanted me to go on a trolley ride to Coney Island with her and the girls this Sunday, but I told her my commitment to spend the day catching up in my tablet. I tried to explain how important my notes were to me, then stopped when I saw her eyes drifting. She mentioned her engagement to Will Stryker, their marriage date set for a month from now. When I inquired why the wedding was so soon, a sunrise pinked her cheek, and I asked the poor girl no more questions. Seeing so many girls who were nearly my age having babies, it made me think, will I ever have one? I have thought it through, and for 3 reasons I feel childbearing distant from me. Number 1, because I have seen the pain of birth and the rate of death alarms me. Until I know more about why mothers and babies die, I wouldn't take such a step. Number 2, I want to have my life to myself and not give it away to the helpless creature who needs me at every turn: food, comfort, bath, shelter. And 3, well, I would be curious to observe the process of child growing inside of me, cell by cell. The thought of its flesh and bones and muscles pushing me outward to make room for itself makes me somewhat queasy. I talked my thoughts over with Marm, and she was quiet. Then she said I felt that way because I had not found a beau to love. I could merely touch her soreness the way my father left us. And I wonder if it's true. Do I not dare to love someone the way the other girls do? When I think of love with that boy, that place in my chest tenses, and the question comes, if I loved someone, if I allowed that sort of warmth into my heart, would he go away? My solitude at times is overwhelming, but I fear the pain of loss is worse.